nothing, calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she fell into.
It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by
not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
24 is the mark. What we got? What we got?
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Taylor. And this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 11 yards there, first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
On the return, it's Washington. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Strip the ball.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's 2nd down and 10.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the...
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Taylor.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Jonathan
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Taylor.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Colts 14, Chiefs 13. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming, double up. 18 Cardinal. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
This will be from 49 yards out.
49-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
17.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, it's Washington. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
Mahomes.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing it.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Number 87,
Travis Kelsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Harrison.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Colts 31, Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Taylor.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Willie Gay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean front
2nd and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20.
Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to Taylor on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Jim. He's crashing.
On first down, it's Taylor fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Colts on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 16-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Taylor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 38. Chiefs 28. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, You've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to drink it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Clyde Edwards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Edwards-Helaire.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The 20. That one good for 33 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right. And he will take it across